England 2, Germany nil. And I did say we would win. My prediction was 1-0. We actually got 2. Kane got off the mark and finally got his goal that he needed. I still think he had a really bad game outside of the goal. But hopefully now he will kick on in the next game and it's the confidence that he needed. Grealish obviously coming on, impacting, getting the assist for the Kane goal. Sterling again with another goal. Like, he shut me up because I wouldn't have started him pre-tournament, and he's the one that's answered all the critics the most, like, consistently. And he's been fantastic. I can't deny that at all. Pickford I thought was really good again. A lot of it was probably routine saves, but he still has to make them. So I thought Pickford was really good. I thought Rice was poor in the first half. Second half I thought he was a bit better, but I do still worry about that midfield role with him and Phillips, because there's just no creation there for me, and it puts more responsibility on the likes of Sterling and Grealish, who are capable of creating, but you still need them creators in the central areas as well. So that does worry me a little bit. Maybe Henderson will come into that because he's a little bit more creative, I think. And obviously he's got a lot more experience than them two. But that centre midfield position and defensive midfield position is a little bit of a worry for me, just in terms of creating. Look, Kane has got his goal that was much needed, but it's no use now if the next game he goes ghost again, because he needs to kick on now. He's got his goal, he needed it, but we need to see that now in the next game, because if he goes back to what he was, the criticism will be straight back at him, and I think that's right. So, look, the curse has been broken though. We've beat Germany. And I don't even know the last time we beat them like at Wembley like that. So, like, I think they said in 1966 when we won the World Cup, wasn't it? So, like, crazy amount of years have gone by where it's just been heartache and heartbreak from the Germans on us. So the curse has been broken in that sense. I did think we would win if we did it in 90 minutes. Thank God we did it in 90, because I still feel like if it had gone to extra time, it would have been a whole different thing and we probably would have lost. Who knows, maybe we wouldn't have, but I still think like that probably would have been the case. Muller had that chance, obviously, going through, and I thought once Pickford didn't get anything on it, I thought I was just waiting for the net to move, and obviously he put it wide, and I was just like, wow, because he's scored so many of them sort of goals over the years, Muller, whether it be for Bayern Munich or Germany, at World Cups and such, and do you know what I mean, high profile, clutch player, and usually delivers, and it went our way, and I'm a little bit shocked by the result. Like, I know I said we'd win, but even so, now it's happened, it's a little bit surreal, and I'm a little bit in shock, I think. But look, we haven't won the tournament yet, so people are saying, like, in groups and that I'm in on Facebook and that, like, oh, you Southgate doubters and haters, fuck off and all that, and I'm like, yeah, but unless we win the tournament, I'm going to be back with this chat at you, because what I've been saying is true. Look, he's done a great job tonight. We got through and we got the result. But if we don't win the tournament, what are we celebrating? So, huge hurdle cleared tonight and got over. No doubt in that at all. But if we mess up in the next game now, which should be an easier game, either against the Czech Republic or either against Ukraine or Sweden, if we mess that game up, there's problems even more than I'm already worried about, because that should be an easier game than Germany. So, until we're in the final as well, I don't want to hear all this chat about football's coming home, because we still even have to win a final once we're in it. So I don't think people need to calm down a lot. Look, it's a great achievement tonight. Don't take anything away from that. But until we're in a final and we've actually won it, we got to stop talking so much, because we do this and then the heartbreak when you do mess up and get knocked out, if you do, is even worse. So we're our own worst enemies for that. And I don't fall into that trap anymore, because I've done that for most of my life and it just leads to nothing but disappointment and heartache. But the nation continue to do it. I know you get lost in your emotions, but let's have some logic and actually, let's just be calm. Let's go about our business and get into that final before we start talking. Plus, we have to win the final. It's no good doing all the talking, getting to the final and then losing it. But look, we've got games to go yet, and we have to focus on the game Saturday, whoever it is against. Sweden, of course, has problems in the past in tournaments. Ukraine, I think Sweden will win, but Ukraine could cause problems as well if we take our foot off the gas. If we take them lightly, it could end up being a lot harder than Germany, because football's crazy like that. But a great result tonight, as I said. I hope to see Grealish starting, although I did like the fact that Saka started, but I would like to see Grealish and Sterling starting. I don't know why, but I only found out like mid-game that Calvert-Lewin wasn't even in the squad, and I can't find any reason as to why he wasn't. He was at the stadium because I saw him, But why was he not in the squad? Because he is the only like-for-like replacement for Kane. They're very different players, but they're the same position. All other attackers that you would bring on for Kane, the likes of Sancho, the likes of Rashford, Grealish, they're all winger types. They're not actually strikers. So that's a concern. Why was Calvert-Lewin not involved at all? We also had two goalkeepers on the bench again. For me, that's wasting a player there that you could put in, because it's very rare that both your goalkeepers get injured, and your third choice as well. So I don't like the two goalkeeper thing on the bench. But look, great result tonight, as I said. I'm going into this next game now with confidence that we will win it, because it should be easier than this game tonight. But like I said, football is crazy. But one of the keys to that next game is Harry Kane, and it has been this whole tournament. People were saying, like, I put a comment about Kane today. People like, this aged well. Yeah, but look, he might have performed today, but he's played in 4 games and he's been a ghost for 3 of them. And he was poor again today until he got his goal. He needs to show that now next game again, because otherwise I'm back with it. And rightly, he deserves it, because you have to prove it. And he did today with a goal. But that wouldn't have happened if Grealish didn't come on. Let's remember that as well. So, great result. The curse has been broken. Kimmich was crying at the end. Now, it's great to see the Germans suffering a bit, because the amount of heartache they've dished out to us over the years, all my lifetime, has been mental. So, the mental side of it and the mindset, I know it wasn't on penalties we beat them, but we did it before that. We didn't need penalties. Like, that's a massive thing. So, a great result tonight. Man of the match for me as well, Kyle Walker for me. I do say that I prefer Reece James and I do to Kyle Walker, but that pace tonight on the counter from the Germans, Walker saved us countless times. And for me, he was man of the match tonight. Headers, 50-50 balls, he was on it. And for me, easily man of the match for me today, Kyle Walker. So well done. And I will be back for the quarter-final as well. And I'll be back with a lineup for that too. But that should be an easier game, surely. But if we mess about and take our foot off the gas, it won't be. But I go into that game with huge confidence now that we will win that, and that means we'll automatically be in the semi-finals if we turn up like we did today. I can do nothing but congratulate Gareth Southgate tonight. I still would like the style of football to be a bit more exciting, but we got the result tonight, and we can build on that hopefully. So, credit to the players tonight, credit to Gareth, huge result. Commiserations to the Germans, but have some revenge medicine. 2-0 England against Germany at Wembley. We've made history tonight, and it would have been great to be at that stadium tonight. I will say that. I was a little bit jealous of that, but great result, and I'll be back soon, guys.